the rep of the Vice Chancellor, the rep of the Registrar, Dean Student Affairs, Deputy Registrar, ITECPD, all professors present, all HODs present, distinguished facilitators, tutors from the colleges of education, staff of ITECPD, and our friends from the media. Good morning. I am delighted to welcome you to the third session of the test item construction workshop organized by the Institute for Teacher Education and Continuing Professional Development, ITECPD, University of Education, Winnipeg. My dear participants, University of Education, Winnipeg is nationally and internationally recognized as the only university that has the core mandate to train professional teachers in all the teaching disciplines, which is why 15 colleges of education has been affiliated to be mentored. One of the key components of the mentoring process is to coach the tutors in the colleges of education to develop a standardized assessment framework for assessing students in different capacities in the implementation of the new 4-year Bachelor of Education curriculum. Although you have over the years distinguished yourselves as the experts in test item construction, you will perfectly agree with me that the new curriculum mandates all of us to refresh our skills through research, assessment, quality, and standardized teaching and learning, which is why much more is expected from you. My dear facilitators and participants, research indicates that teachers, tutors, and lecturers tend to use test items that they have prepared for their exams, which is why they are always repeating past questions. A microethnography research conducted by some lecturers in the Department of Educational Foundations indicated a symphony of learn, chew, and pour from our students and teach and go from some of the lecturers. An intervention was initiated by the department and yielded a good result. We must understand that the teaching and learning process ends after effective and efficient assessment of our students, not what some of us are doing. It is therefore our duty to set problem-solving and critical thinking questions to challenge our students whilst becoming full and active participants in the invigilating process. We all agree that effective teaching and learning outcome requires intentional and formalized assessment, and developing effective assessment skills require all of us to continuously update our skills and our technical know-how. Furthermore, the GTEC external moderation of examination questions require all of us from the tertiary institution to cover the following. 1, low order cognition, that is knowledge comprehension. 2, higher order cognition, that is application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. 3, other rubrics such as clarity of questions, good mix, coverage of syllabus, levels of cognition, skills being tested, and the standard of assessment. My dear participants, this tells us that as tutors in the colleges of education, we need to acquire professional knowledge and skills in assessment, specifically test item construction. This workshop is an exciting time for us to refresh ourselves and renew our commitment to teaching and learning in our noble colleges of education. Our goal is to develop a standardized framework or format of assessment, specifically test items that will address the competencies enshrined in the new 4-year Bachelor of Education curriculum. My dear participants, you have been assembled here today to use the course manuals to set appropriate objective type test items. You are also assembled here to understand the use of the table of specification for item test construction purposes. And thirdly, you have been assembled here to support your colleagues, tutors, to use the course manuals to develop items for college-based assessment. My dear participants, to make our colleges great and strong, we need to unite and be dedicated. We need to sacrifice and be selfless. We need to examine our students without fear or favor so as to nurture them to become problem solving and critical thinking products. We invite each and every one of you to become active participants to develop assessment process and test items that will equate the certificate we award to our students in our various colleges. My dear participants, we didn't invite you here because you don't have knowledge in test item construction, but we assembled you here because we believe you are experts in your subject areas. Again, we didn't invite you here because you don't have the skills in assessment, but we invited you here to dialogue, critique, and help the facilitators to develop test items and a standardized process of assessing our students throughout our colleges. I encourage you to explore, critique, be analytical, contribute positively to achieve the outcome of this workshop. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, and the entire university management, as well as my team from ITECPD, I welcome you to this workshop and encourage you to take advantage of all it has to offer. Please, and please again, let's keep observing COVID-19 protocols, although the vaccine has arrived. Thank you very much for coming. God bless you.